Hey guys, welcome to my Periscope, my marketing marathon Periscope. This is the fourth one for today. We are on a marathon. We're going to do a ton of free marketing marathon, free marketing scopes today. 100% pure value. Let me switch over here real quick. For those of you who are just getting on my Periscope. We are doing a marathon that's going to teach you exactly step by step what I do to market online. I've hit the top 10 of 3 different internet marketing systems that's competing among thousands of people, so you can trust what I'm going to teach you today. 100% pure value. So I'm going to go ahead and get my phone set up here. Excuse me while we have a little bit of movement going on here. And like I said, got to give you just a ton of value. Welcome again, those of you guys who've been following me the last 4 Periscopes. Going to give you a ton of value right now. I'm going to try to keep this to about 15-20 minutes or so of pure 100% value. Now, the purpose of the marathon today is to give you all kinds of ideas, especially if you're a new or an intermediate marketer. A ton of ideas that will help you make money as soon as possible. And it doesn't matter what system you're in. It doesn't matter what you're promoting. Some of you are in real estate. Some of you are in sales. Some of you are in internet marketing. Some are network marketing. I'm going to help you out in whatever you're trying to promote. And it's going to work for you if you take consistent, persistent action. Now, I'm going to talk about 21 ways to earn a living blogging right now. And just feel free. I would invite you to share this broadcast right now or at any time during the video, during the Periscope by swiping down or swiping across, depending on whether you're Android or an iOS user. And also, leave me a bunch of hearts when you get value. And I'm going to give you a ton of value today. So I hope you'll give me some hearts right now and during the broadcast. So anyway, let's go ahead and talk about the 21 things that I do to help me earn a living blogging in 2016. So now, guys, just a second here. Now, I'm going to have to look at some notes from time to time. I'm not going to, I don't want to try to ignore you, but I want to give you the very, very best value that I can from what I know, okay, from my own experience. Just to give you an idea, those of you who are on my other Periscopes know a little bit of my story. The first 3, if you're a brand new marketer, for example, the first 3 months of my marketing experience is telling. Now, this isn't a promise, but this is what I did. As a result of applying the techniques that I'm going to show you today through this marathon and to this Periscope right now, through the techniques that I've learned, the first month I hit about $800. The second month I hit about $1,200. The third month I hit about $4,300. And by my 11th month, I had reached $11,100 in a single month. And you could do this, okay? Now, it's not a promise. I'm not going to promise any dollar amount. This isn't a job where you're promised certain things. This is a business. This is big time stuff, guys. You could hit the top in your company if you're consistent and you do certain things, okay? So I'm going to help you out, okay? So be sure to comment, like, and share. Leave your and you can click on the hearts if you're getting value. Now, I don't know if you've seen that movie or not. About a year and a half ago, there was a movie that came out that was called Julie and Julia. It was about a girl who was absolutely, I call it obsessed. She probably was obsessed with Julia Child. Julia Child was awesome. So what this girl did was she created a blog post every single day on talking about a specific recipe of Julia Child, the great chef. And she would do she would cook the meal, and then she would blog about it on a daily basis. And that girl ended up becoming super famous because of this daily blog that she did, so much so that they made a movie about her. So, so what is it about blogging that is so compelling? Just a second, let me get a drink. Incidentally, if you want to get a systematized way of getting leads into your business, make sure to check out my 8-step checklist and video walkthrough to 30 to 50 leads per day. You can get it at JackLater.net. So I'm going to give you a little bit of free training today, but to get systematized training on a particular topic, you're going to be able to get it at JackLater.net. So I'm going to give you value today, but I hope that after this webinar, after this Periscope, that you'll go to JackLater.net and download your 8-step checklist. It's a PDF, and you'll be able to download 2 video trainings for free. Put your wallet away, and you can see exactly what I do to get 30 to 50 leads per day. So I hope you find value from that. So anyway, Julia Powell, it was her name. She's the one that followed, Julia Child, and made all these blog posts. And so what is it that is so compelling? Well, for number one, a blog is great to go to because it is your hub. Now, let me put it this way. With all of the marketing that you do, okay, with all the marketing that you do, maybe you're doing video marketing, which I do a lot of, email marketing, Facebook marketing, other social media marketing, Periscopes, you name it. It is very important that with all of these marketing modalities that you somehow get your blog involved with all of that, okay? So the blog is like, think of an old-fashioned wagon wheel, okay? The blog is the center or the hub of your marketing. And what I've noticed is that the most successful marketers implement a blog one way or the other in their marketing. A lot of them will use a blog specifically just to get leads, and I do that. But a lot of marketers will use a blog to send prospects to after they've gotten onto their list. And I do that. I actually do that more often. And your blog is a safe place for you to have your content. You know, a lot of places like Facebook and YouTube and other places, you don't necessarily have complete control over those marketing modalities. Some of them are, come and go. This Periscope will go away in 24 hours. On YouTube, you could lose a channel. You could have your channel terminated. In Facebook, they could terminate your ad, your ability to run ads, or they could even terminate your entire Facebook account. So they are all great marketing methods, and you need to use them. But your blog is your safe mode of marketing that you have control over. It's your hub. So anyway, Julia Child and Julia Powell did amazing things. Just give you an idea, okay? Just give you an idea of some marketers that make a ton of money blogging. Just to show you what the capabilities of blogging are, okay? Number one probably is Arianna Huffington, who created Huffington Post, $2.3 million a month. A month. Pete Cashmore, $560,000 a month. Again, excuse me if I'm reading some notes here. I don't want to get these numbers wrong. Mario Lavanderia, $450,000 a month. Michael Arrington, $400,000 per month. Vitaly Friedman, $190,000 a month. Now this comes from Income Diary, Top Earning Blogs. Now, so how do they make so much money blogging? Julia Powell blogged about Julia Child and cooking. Maybe you have a different kind of a hobby. Maybe it's basketball. Maybe it's, the other day I was at my brother's house the other day, and I love playing foosball. when I was in high school, I got really good at it, and I played a bunch of my family members at my brother's house, and nobody could beat me. I beat everybody. Well, I have a passion for it. I haven't blogged about that, but what I'm saying is that you can blog about your passion, and as you're blogging about it, your passion, and getting a following, wouldn't it be cool if you could say something like, wouldn't it be cool if you could earn a living blogging like I do? Click here and find out more, and it can lead you to lead your viewers or your readers to a blog post, or I'm sorry, a lead magnet, or some other kind of value to give them maybe tips, tricks, and ideas on how to play foosball. Maybe you sell foosball tables. You know, it's just I'm just pulling this out of the thin air here, but that's the idea. Get a viewership, get a following as you're writing on a daily basis. Get them excited about, give them exciting stuff about their sport that they already love. Why try to reinvent the wheel? And then sell stuff on your blog. Okay. So here's 21 of the most significant ideas. Now, what I've done is I've gone to several different people. John Morrill is one of them. And John Morrill is a guy that makes about $100,000 a month from blogging. And he's a guy, actually, talk about limitations. Excuses don't work in this business. If you have excuses, you're just not going to be successful. Don't say, I can't. Say, how can I? John Morrill is awesome. Here is a guy who's paralyzed from the neck down. He speaks great, but he can't write. But he's a blogger. How in the world does he blog if he can't type? But yet he makes $100,000 a month blogging. Okay, what he does, he decided that he's not going to use the word can't. He's going to say, how can I? So you know what he did? He purchased a program that my father used called Dragon, Speak Naturally. And so as he creates a blog by speaking, talks into this microphone with Dragon Speak Naturally, and Dragon Speak Naturally will transcribe everything he does. And there's an idea, when you make your videos, use Dragon Speak Naturally, and it'll create the blog for you. Actually, it'll create the words for you in Microsoft Word, and then you can copy and paste that into your blog. Okay, that's how he does it. $100,000 a month. $100,000 a month documented. And you'll see him often in the top page of Google. Okay, here are my 21 ways. Number 1, don't just blog, become an expert at whatever you're blogging about. Lead with passion. And as you're writing, you will become an expert. Very important. Number 2, don't be afraid to market high-ticket items. We have products in our company that I sell that I can make as much as $3,000 with a single sell. Excuse me. It's just as easy to have a high-ticket sell as it is a low-ticket sell. Just the other day, I had one sell that was about $550, another sell that was about, I think, $175, so that's $550, $650, $675, almost $700 in one day. Sell high-ticket items. Okay, the next one is prime the pump. Just a second here, I just lost my notes here. Be patient with me for a second. I accidentally hit the back button when I was looking at my notes here. Give me just about 10 seconds here to get back into my notes. Okay, here we go. Prime the pump. A blog is not ad copy. It's not an advertisement. It's a way of socially interacting with people. Always ask for comments, okay? For example, on this one, on the Periscope today, leave me your comments, ask questions, and I'll answer those. If I catch them quick enough, they go away quickly, so if I miss you have to write it twice. And also heart it up, that'll kind of get my attention too, to ask questions. See if there's a question here. No, looks like somebody just joined again. Welcome, Web 0325. Hope you get tons of value from this. Anyway, prime the pump as you're doing your blog marketing. So again, it's not ad copy. Your readers come to your blog for value. Give them value. And as they appreciate your value on a daily basis, then they'll start buying stuff. They need to know, like, and trust you. Measure the value of your blog post. Now, I'm gonna recommend that you get a Google Analytics account. It's free. You just have to have a Google account, sign up for analytics, and talk with whoever does your WordPress blog. And I would recommend WordPress, by the way. You can get that through Empower Network or through a lot of other resources. But if you have an Empower blog, you could hook up your Google Analytics to your, I'm sorry, I meant WordPress blog. Empower blog is called Kalatu, and I would highly recommend it. I do use Kalatu, and a lot of other people do. But you could hook up your Google Analytics with your WordPress blog. And that'll allow you to track and keep track of how well each of your blog posts are doing. And as you do that, you'll know what other kinds of blog posts to make. So if you get blog titles that are doing really well and others are not, focus on the blog titles that are doing well and make more and more blog posts about that subject. For example, I've had a lot of success with my blog posts that are related to email marketing because I do well at email marketing. And it seems like almost every time I do a blog post about email marketing, if I have a great title in there, then that blog post does pretty well. And so watch your Google Analytics. Number 5, write guest posts on high influencers' site. This is a tactic that both John Morrow and Neil Patel recommends. You can leverage high traffic established blog sites by writing posts as a guest blogger. So you just contact the editor of that blog and ask them if they would be willing to allow you to be a guest blogger. And that's a great way, especially at the beginning, to leverage the traffic of a high traffic site into your site. Number 6, use webinars. John Morrow said that when he does webinars for other producers in his niche, he will average 500 new email subscribers for every hour of time invested. Now, you're not going to do that at the very beginning. He's been doing this for quite a while, but it shows you the power of a webinar. Now, number 7, when you're able to, create a long blog post, okay? Because longer content is king as far as Google and the other search engines are concerned. And Neil Patel recommends a blog post that is as big as 2,000 words long. Now, I'm not saying to produce every blog like that. In fact, some of you know, I'm trying to remember his name again here. Well, I'll think of it here in a minute. Anyway, it'll come to me. Anyway, a top internet marketer writes blog posts. And his blog posts are probably about 400 or 500 words, but yet he still ranks high and he gets lots and lots of traffic. But there is a place for longer blog posts, especially if you're creating detailed training. Make a blog post that's long, and what you'll find is that it'll rank much higher in Google than the shorter ones do. Okay, promote to key influencers. Okay, so start building relationships with key influencers and ask them to share your work. So whoever that might be. Next, sell products that solve problems. People are starving for information that will help them build their business. And you know what? If you help enough people get what they want, like Zig Ziglar said, in life, then you'll be able to get what you want. And that's one of the purposes of all of my marketing efforts, is to help people out. I want to see people hit $4,000 months, $11,000 months like I have. You know, when I hit those marks, I was able to take my father to a pro basketball game. He was at the end of his life. I knew that he wasn't going to be around long, In fact, we lost him about 3 months ago. He died at the age of 86 from prostate cancer. I knew he was getting near the end of his life, but I was able to take him to a Utah Jazz basketball game that 7th row tickets. I wouldn't have been able to do that if it wasn't for my internet marketing. And a good portion of that is because I'm consistent in my blogging. Sell products that solve problems. Okay, here's a few ideas from Amy Lynn Andrews, another top internet marketer, blog marketer that is. Create quality content. And it's not just from Amy, but it's from Neil Patel and others. Just a second. Create content that's better than other people. Don't be just an average blogger. I mean, at first your blogs are not gonna be fantastic at first, probably. And it's important to blog on a daily basis, and you'll get better and better and better and better at it. Create quality content. Number 11, establish a no strings attached relationship with your readers. Give them value, whatever you're selling, whatever your passion is. Establish a no strings relationship with your readers so that they don't feel like they have to buy every time that they come to your site. Just lead with all of the value that you can, and they'll appreciate it. They'll buy it when they need to buy it. And it's interesting because my faithful followers, at one time or another, they'll purchase. They might be on my list for a year before they buy, but eventually they'll buy. So anyway, be patient with it. Making money is the bottom line. That's your focus. So what's important is this. This is really important. When you do sell stuff on your blog, make sure that you have 1,000% belief in whatever you're selling. Okay, so be selective in the products or the opportunity you happen to be promoting, so that you can have what I call moral authority. I love the products that I sell. They're created by different experts in the field, multimillionaire earners who really know what they're talking about. People like David Wood and others, and Ray Higdon is another one. I purchased Ray Higdon's products. Ray Higdon, again, is another very consistent blogger. Multi-million-dollar earner. And Ray Higdon's focus is primarily blogging. So I sell products that are absolutely phenomenal, and I have 1,000% belief in them. How much belief do I have in them? Well, I purchase them myself. So whatever you're selling, okay, this is what I'm trying to get at. Whether it's my product or somebody else's products, you got to have 1,000% belief. So when you find products that are really good, that you have 1,000% belief in and you can get excited about, it's so much easier to sell that stuff than to try to push yourself on with a product that is just crappy. Okay, lead with positive, awesome products. Once you're selling, I got to be careful with that. You always want to lead with value. Okay, I'm not saying lead with product. I'm saying lead with value, and when you do sell, make sure that those products or whatever you're selling is phenomenal. Okay, much easier to sell. Now here's a few other ideas. Here's some ideas from Neil Patel, David Wood, myself, and others. Create an infographic. You've seen those all over the internet. Just type in infographic on how to make an infographic on Google. Like I said, lead with your passion, lead with value. For me, here's just a few of my own passions: internet marketing, sports, great sports icons, and rare coins. I love all of those things. So lead with your passion, whatever it is. You see a lot of internet marketing content from me because I'm passionate about it. I love internet marketing. Be authentic and transparent. Very important that if you make a mistake, make a mistake. I mean, you're not trying to be the perfect video guy. I'm not. I call myself an average videographer, but where I'm not average is my persistence, consistency, my tenacity, my ability to help people and inspire people, my concern for other people, wanting them to earn the income that they need. So I want you to do really well in your marketing business. Being authentic is a very important part of that, and transparent. Now, number 16, create a custom domain. Don't just go with the easy stuff. You could go to GoDaddy and get a custom domain, or other places. Number 17, comment on other people's blogs. Just a second. I've got to do something on my phone. It's telling me my battery is getting low, so I'm going to have to charge it here in a few minutes when we're done. We're almost done here, by the way. And incidentally, guys, swipe up and down or sideways and share. And just click the share button. Comment on other people's blogs. Now, a lot of people overlook this. If you comment on other top bloggers in the niche, okay, ask them to comment back on your stuff. Now, what that does is that it creates a link. In some systems, it creates a link from their place to yours, and vice versa. Now, if the other person finds value in what you have, they may just include a link from their site to your site, if it's good content. Now, it is important when you're blogging that you include links outside of your blog. Now, might seem a little bit counterintuitive. You don't want to, because you don't want to lose a customer. But on the other hand, your goal is to get people to come back to your blog time and time and time again. If you're giving them good value inside of your own blog website and other people's sites, they're more likely to continue. Now, Google ranks your stuff higher if you include links within your site and outside of your site. If you're just stingy and you don't include sites or links outside, an outbound link, you're going to get hurt. So include inbound links and outbound links. Connect with Google Analytics with Google Webmaster Tools is number 18. Number 18, Google Analytics with Google Webmaster Tools. If you go to Google Analytics and you click on Google Webmaster Tools, they'll give you a step-by-step tutorial on how to hook the two together. And what that will allow you to do is it will allow you to track how good each one of your blog posts are doing. Now, you're going to have to, Google Analytics will give you a code to put into your WordPress so that Google can keep track of your visitors. And what will happen is you can track your visitors, your click-through rates, the keywords, the titles, and that's going to be powerful information to help you in your own marketing efforts so you can focus on what's working and ignore what's not working, or at least learn from what's not working. So study your analytics. Don't go crazy with it, but it's helpful to have those analytics. Study number 19. Study other blogs that rank on the first page of Google. You can do a Google search on whoever you're trying to check out, and see how their blogs are put together. But you know what? Those blogs are really competitive sometimes, and the people who are on the first page consistently, they're figuring it out. So study their blogs, see what their titles are like, and how their introductions and conclusions are, and how they're doing calls to action for comments in their comment area, etc. And incidentally, those of you who've joined us just in the last few minutes, I'm doing a day-long webinar. I'm sorry, a marathon, providing only value for your business. Internet marketing tips, tricks, and ideas. I've ranked in the top 10 of 3 different internet marketing systems, made as much as $11,000 in a single month, and solving problems in our family in ways that wasn't possible in years before. So make sure to follow me throughout the day as I give you tips, tricks, and ideas on how to market, anywhere from video marketing to blog marketing to email marketing, Facebook marketing, etc., etc. So anyway, going to be doing this all day. Make sure, though, more important than anything else is I have an 8-step checklist and video walkthrough teaching you exactly, step by step, how to get 30 to 50 leads per day. You can find that at JackLater.net, JackLater, just one T, JackLater.net, and you'll be able to download a PDF, and you can just check off the boxes one by one as you go through each step and watch the video. You'll get step-by-step tutoring. You'll be able to look over my shoulders and see exactly what I'm doing, okay, to make money online. And you'll be able to just basically copy or at least model what I do to get 30 to 50 leads per day. Opt-ins. These are targeted. So JackLater.net. Anyway, I'm just about done here. Feel free to share and leave me some hearts. But number 20, ILT to more money. ILT, invest, learn, teach. Invest in your education, in your internet marketing education, and learn it. Don't just buy the product, but actually open up the product and master it. Not long ago, I picked up a product from Ray Higdon, and some of you know Ray Higdon, and he had a really good training on Periscope. And I went through that training, I think 2 times, almost 3 times now, and then I did exactly what he did, and later on today, I'm going to teach it. So, invest, learn, teach. Invest, learn, teach. You'll get followers, you'll get opt-ins, you'll add people to your email list, and you'll make money. Okay? Ask for comments in the form of a question. That's the last thing I'm going to leave with. Ask questions in the form. Ask for comments in the form of a question at the end of your blog. So I hope you got tons of value from the information that I've given you today. I hope that you check out JackLater.net for my 8-step checklist and video walkthrough to 30 to 50 leads per day. Also, in a few minutes, I'm going to do the next video in this marathon. We're doing a Periscope marathon today. Just set aside one full day to give all my subscribers just a ton of information. And I really hope that you take action on what I'm going to show you today. Absolutely. So it's going to be in about 10 more minutes from right now. So make sure to jump on there. Feel free to leave me some hearts and comment by swiping up or sideways depending on your device. And click the share button. Also, make sure to check out JackLater.net for your 8-step checklist and your video walkthrough. It's absolutely free. Don't worry about your credit card. Put it away. You don't need it. Anyway, hope you get a ton of value from my 8-step checklist and also from the marathon that we're doing today. Make it a great day. Bye.